the 9 of Peter Guarino Jr. and James Trask. As we get ready to go green, they come into the Russ Howard restart box. 25 laps with the Super X cars. Patrick Dinellan leads the pack down into turn number 1. Mark Schaefer to the outside, gets the power move, moves to the front, going with him on the outside. That looks to be the 5 of Nunes. Nunes battling with Dinellan for position number 2. He'll try to clear off turn 4.
Off turn 4, Nunes tries to clear Patrick Dinellan, and it looks like he was able to do it. John Nunes able to clear Patrick Dinellan. It's Mark Schaefer in the lead with a duel for third. It's Patrick Dinellan and Norman Sears nearly going 3 wide down the front stretch.
And Logan looks like trouble for Dad. He went up high coming off turn number 4. That car underpowered, chugs into turns 1 and 2. He'll get it down low. Can he make it all the way to the infield?
Oh no. It's Mark Schaefer in the 58 in the lead, Norm Sears in second, Ryan Magliano in third, in fourth it's Greg Moran, and rounding out the top 5 it's PJ Childs.
So some battles further back in the pack. Moran trying to march his way up through the field. He's trying to chase down Magliano in the 2. Magliano making his rookie season in the Super X, jumping up from the X cars, and right now he has a battle on his hands. Greg Moran in the 64 has made his way underneath. They are side by side through turns 3 and 4.
Side by side through turns 3 and 4, it's Greg Moran and Ryan Magliano, looks like, and Greg Moran gets that 3rd spot with 20 laps to go, so we are 5 laps into the Super X event. Mark Schaefer with the lead, breaking away from Norm Sears. Greg Moran trying to catch up to Norm Sears. And PJ Childs behind them with Ryan Magliano and Sean Skinner.
Well, 2 cars that are bottled up in the back of the pack, in the middle of the pack. That is Sean Skinner in the 24 and the points leader, Ben Castro. Castro right now making a charge underneath his teammate, Magliano, but he sits in the 5th spot right now as we go down the backstretch. Nobody has an answer. Mark Schaefer clearly in front by about a 3-car length advantage over Norm Sears. We look to see what it is seconds-wise. It is 0.8 of a second between your leader, Mark Schaefer, and the 38 of Norm Sears.
And before we get back to racing here, just a reminder, we want you to be stepped back from that black fencing while we are under green. It's Mark Schaefer with no answer on the phone, and Norm Sears in second. But if we look a little bit back down the pack, we can see...
Well, PJ Childs is that car that's in the 4th spot. Then it is Skinner and Castro trying to make their way up through the field. Skinner noses the 24 underneath the 31 of Childs. Can Castro follow in his tire tracks, and they can both pick up a position.
We will see if they can do it. They look to make that move. It looked like that... What number? That 24 car got a little loose out there. Looks like Sean Skinner kind of tried to step on a banana peel there. Got a little loose coming out of the corner. 14 laps to go.
Well, Mark Schaefer, the leader of the pack, ever so slightly. Norm Sears has cut into it. Now, Sears, who runs an SK Light at the Stafford Motor Speedway, has made appearances in the past. They're at the Speedball at SK Lights. Says that running the Super X on a Wednesday night relaxes him. Kind of fun. He was having a fun time in 2nd place. We'll see if that fun continues, if Greg Moran is able to make a charge in the final 11 circuits.
Will Greg Moran make the charge on Norm Sears? We will find out. But it looks like Sean Skinner is trying to look low on Greg Moran there.
Well, they're going to go by, I think that's the 2 of Caitlin DeSoma, putting her a lap down.
7. That's the 7 of James Trask.
Okay, 7 of James Trask. As we have just 10 laps to go, 2 hands held up by Mike Helberg And we stay under green with Mark Schaefer, the leader of the band.
Mark Schaefer, the leader of the band. But will Sean Skinner, as he's catching up to Greg Moran in the corners, like we saw in the Legends with some of those cars, will he be able to make the move by using the draft?
Well, it's one thing to get there, Logan, and we have mayhem in turns 3 and 4. Outside Moran, the inside of row number 2, Skinner and Castro lined up to take it away. Taking away is Logan Nunes.
Through the Russ Holly Machine Shop start box, we are off to the races. Who will get the lead? They are side by side. It's Schaefer and Sears. Saw some smoke out of a car, and around goes the field. Is heading off to the Russ Holly restart zone, and they are there, and Mike Halbert ties them loose. Mark Schaefer gets that little bit of a jump, but will Norm Sears get by him, or will Moran use the draft, or just step out of line?
Well, Schaefer is under attack. To the outside, he has Norm Sears. He's able to push Sears back for a little bit. Here comes Moran looking to the inside. Gets a little bit out of shape as maybe there was some contact coming off turn number 4. Keeping it straight is Schaefer, but he still has Sears tied to his outside.
Norm Sears tied to Mark Schaefer's outside. They are real close there, side by side, going through turn number 2. Down the front stretch into turn number 1.
3 wide behind them. The loser is Moran. Castro goes into 4th. Skinner on the outside is able to pull off 3rd. They're all trying to chase down Mark Schaefer, who's gotten rid of the 38 of Sears in the final 6 circuits.
In the final 6 laps, will Mark Schaefer be able to hold back that field of bulls he has behind him? Mark Schaefer running hard. Norm Sears in 2nd. Sean Skinner looking to the inside on Sears. Can he get by him? He tries to make the move.
So Skinner goes down into turns 1 and 2. Has gotten to the rear quarter panel, but Sears says no. Here comes Skinner. Burst of energy down low. He will look to scoot his way into 2nd as they come off turn number 4. Down to the line with 4 laps left.
Down to the line with 4 to go. It's Mark Schaefer with the lead. Sean Skinner in 2nd. Norm Sears in 3rd. Will Norm? Well, it looks like Ben Castro was able to squeeze by Norm Sears along with PJ Childs.
Yeah, Sears all the way back to 5th. So Sears was running 2nd for the bulk of this race. Finds himself shuffled off the podium. Mark Schaefer down the backstretch. Now he has Sean Skinner in tow. And an issue for Skinner. He falls off the pace. All the way back to 3rd. That sets up Castro. Can Castro pull off the win? Yellow flag comes out. Car around in turn number 2.
Roscoe brings it down into the infield. We are marching into turn 3. Through the Russ Holly restart box, and green flag in the air. Sean Skinner looks to be pulling to the outside of Mark Schaefer. Schaefer is under steep attack by Sean Skinner to get the lead. Skinner is just there by barely a door.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would not sleep on Ben Castro in 3rd. Well, if they're not paying attention, Mark Schaefer and Sean Skinner, Ben Castro will think nothing of putting a fender underneath, making it 3 wide, and going to go for the win. White flag left. Sean Skinner leads him back to the line by a hair going into turn 1.
Sean Skinner leads by a hair going into turn 1. Sean Skinner gets it by a door. Sean Skinner is there. He is in there. He was saving the car for this moment. Roaring to the checkered flags. It was 3 wide there, just coming to the line. 3
to the end because still 5th, but I'd say about 5 laps to go. 4th, 3rd, and then all of a sudden on those restarts, you're able to get a run on the outside.
Yeah, it was an exciting race. When that caution came out, my throttle went to the floor, so I had to figure out a way to either keep going or pull off, and I'm glad I kept going.
Well, you made the right decision. Some people you need to say thank you to on the 25th for pulling out a win tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank my dad. We knew tonight was tonight. Me and the 88 been going back and forth. It's going to be a good season. But yeah, shout out my dad, my mom, my nana and papa, Leona, Brian for coming down, Christian, Derek, Uncle Cranky's Cafe, Hilton Garden Inn, Preston, and shout out my dad's friend Keith, and he's a big support.